Is your dog scared of the vacuum cleaner? Does your dog react to it like it's some sort of ghoul or goblin? If so, let's talk about some tips to help turn this monster into a friend. Step number 1 is to create positive associations. Vacuums off and no movement. Yes. Good boy, good girl. Yes. Good. Yes. Good job. Here you go. Good girl, good boy. Once your dog is successful with step number 1, it is time for step number 2. Now it's time to teach your dog that when the vacuum moves, good things are going to happen for them. Remember, we're breaking this down step by step. So when you're moving the vacuum, it is to not be on. And when you move it, you start off with barely touching it, maybe just tilting it around, to actually going across your floor or your carpet. Again, it's not on. Oh, and make sure you're using high value rewards. Yes. Good. Yes. Good job. Yes. Good. Yes. Good job. Once you've done this a couple times and you feel like your dog is doing really well with it, it's time for the next step. Now we're going to work on the sound. To a dog, this monster sounds like it's yelling. So we want to get them used to and also thinking positively about the sound of this vacuum. This means you're going to turn the vacuum on for just a nanosecond. Mark and reward your dog, immediately turn it off, pause for a moment, and rinse and repeat. Yes. Good. Good job. Good girl, good boy. Again, make sure your dog is not showing any signs of stress or discomfort. If they are, you have to go back a step or take a break. As your dog does well with that, work on a little bit of duration with the vacuum on. So put it on, let it go for a couple of seconds, then mark and reward. Slowly build your way up. Remember, don't move on to further steps until your dog's doing well with the step that you're at. That being said, if your dog's responding really well to this step, time to move on to the next. At this step, it's time to combine the movement and the sound. This is where we start to make it look like we're actually going to maybe vacuum. But again, we are doing this not to actually vacuum, but to train our dogs. So when you do this, a little tiny movement with it on, mark and reward. A little tiny movement with it on, mark and reward. Slowly, over time, build up. Very nice. Good. thing to remember. When you are training this, if you have moments where you're not going to be working with your dog, shield them from the negative experience altogether. This is where you want to use proper management techniques. This simply means putting your dog in another area of the house where they feel safer and they don't have to see what's going on. Preferably leaving them in that safe space with something to do, like a stuffed chew or puzzle toy of some kind. Follow these steps, and with some practice and positive reinforcement, you should be able to help your dog not feel so spooked out by the vacuum.